show.
So for topic 2, you suggested this. You want to talk about the fall shows that we should watch that came out so far? We have obviously Supergirl hasn't come out, so we can't really say anything about that.
True, but we are going to
Yeah,
be
when that
watching.
happens, we'll both watch it and definitely do that as a
We're
topic.
gonna hope it gets the legs under it, so it doesn't fail right out of the gate.
There's that that's coming out soon. Then in November, Jessica Jones is coming out, so we'll definitely cover those when they happen because they'll probably both be somewhat
Hmm.
good, you would assume.
And we're gonna have to do research on Jessica Jones because we don't know.
I'm pretty sure she's just an overpowered girl with fucking stupid abilities or
She's
something
gotta
like
have something. I mean, if she's gonna be in that universe, because Daredevil doesn't have powers, Iron Fist has chi, I guess. Luke Cage is a superhuman beast, I guess.
I heard they're taking away Iron Fist. I heard they're not going to do that anymore, but I don't know
Oh,
if that's true. But let's
I'd
talk
rather
about
have Iron Fist than Luke Cage, to be honest.
the fall
But then
shows.
again, I don't know much about. Okay,
So
so we just limit it to ones that are only out starting this season, or maybe no, I'm not gonna.
no, just do what like if we think the shows are good at this point and they're worth watching. I would say.
So we're just gonna list all of them, huh?
I mean, Flash is letting me down big time. I think
It's only been 2 episodes.
2 episodes, yes, so they have a long way to go. But usually the first 2 episodes is like you start out strong. You don't start out with the shit that they've been giving us.
True. It's just like the way they left it off. Because didn't how did Arrow season 2 start? He came back and the city was messed up, and I mean, yeah, you didn't really feel as much. He wasn't like betraying his team really or
He
anything, or
wasn't. I
trying
don't
to
think
push
he
them
was. I don't think he was moping around like fucking Barry
Yeah,
Allen did.
yeah, he did it in the second episode a little bit too. Well, he has his
He
reasons for
he
doing it. It's because
doesn't
he's having
trust
a hard time
anyone.
trusting, and he feels responsible. But he kind of got over the responsibility part, and his team's back. But
You still
I
get
don't.
this feeling that he's just like moping around and just
He's done. He's just like,
he doesn't want to be the Flash anymore.
he's
Fuck
like, I
this
go to
shit.
work, I come back, someone's in danger. I get betrayed by my best friends and mentors. You know what? I'm rebuilding the fucking coffee shop for nostalgia reasons. I, I don't know.
It just I'm assuming they'll turn it around because it's I don't think they can really mess it up, but it just I hope it doesn't start out slow for like the first half of the season, which I'm kind of afraid it might do.
Yeah, we'll see though.
But then
But
there's
yeah, like I said in the previous one, they haven't let me down officially, like totally yet. So
season 3 of Arrow kind of let me down a little, but
yeah, but now you're over it. So
I am over it because season 4 of Arrow has been fucking awesome. First
yep.
episode was probably one of the better episodes they've had in a long time. Even like
Yep.
I'd say that was like one of the better episodes other than like the end of season 2, like the whole second half of season 2 with Slade Wilson and stuff.
Hmm.
It was definitely better than
Definitely.
season 1 stuff
And
usually.
the transition of Oliver's like personality was
I like that he's being like more
skip
cheerful.
a beat. Yeah,
He's not moping
like
around,
he's start being yeah, because well, he did that for 3 seasons. So I
I
mean,
guess.
you're giving Barry shit for 2 episodes. Oliver did it for 3 seasons.
Yeah, but Flash is supposed to be like the cheerful fucking fun show and now it's just like the Arrow featuring Flash or something like that. I don't know, it's weird.
Flash goes through some crazy shit in like the comics. So like, well, we'll let him relax.
I've wa-
He's not gonna be like, hey, I'm glad Iris almost died today. High fives all around. Like I don't know.
What are
All right.
some other
So anyway,
shows?
yeah, we've established Arrow and
Yeah, we
Flash.
like
We're
Arrow and
we're both
Flash.
watching them. You'll hear more about them because honestly,
That's the only
that's,
two shows we both watch, really.
yeah. And whose fault is that?
I mean, you don't watch
We'll put them
Walking Dead.
aside after these. Yeah, I watched 6 episodes eventually, but I'm not gonna do it when there's 5 shows I watch on Tuesday.
I guess. There's 5
All right.
shows you watch on Tuesday?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. We'll find out. I have my iShows 2 app up right now.
All
So
right, let's hear
we'll
it.
see. All right. Notable mention, the Undateable show.
Never heard of it.
It's kind of like a
Is it new?
no, it's on its third season, but the first 2 seasons they were kind of like you could tell like they have funny characters, and it's just like it's basically the whole thing happens in the bar, so it's like kind of like one setting or like 2 settings if you include the apartment. And it's just really kind of funny. It was mostly just like ad lib stuff, and you could tell they like just shot in a day and like were
Oh,
just shooting the shit with each other, and it's pretty funny. But now, the last season of season 2, they did a live show for both the East and the West Coast, and now their whole season this year
I think you showed me
is
that at
is
your house.
live. Yeah, it's live on Fridays.
I think you showed me that where they just like they that
Yeah,
that was
I
definitely the
showed
show.
I showed you one of the I think I showed you one of like the scripted like non-live ones.
It's when they were
But
like at a
now it's
bar or
live.
something,
It's so
right?
fun. Yeah, yeah, they're at the
What
bar.
channel is that on?
I want to say it's NBC.
All right, that's why I never go to those channels really unless I'm watching like football or something random.
Are you ready for some football?
So,
So that's notable. It's
is
funny,
that
and
like
the
a
some
hour
of the
show or a half hour show?
it's an hour now.
Ooh,
It's so funny though because
hour
they always
live
have like a
show?
musical guest. Yeah,
That's
it's tough,
that's living on the edge.
but like you can tell when they break, and like it's just I think they allot the time if a character breaks and stuff like that. And they also had like the last episode they had a thing where they gave away uh basically it's like the bad boy kind of guy, and then the like super OCD hopeless romantic guy, or like they usually have their back and forth, like they're the main characters, I would say.
Hmm.
So so like they were having a feud, and like the hopeless romantic guy gave out the phone number of the badass guy, and it was like the actual number. So I think like during the episode, random people were just calling his phone, and they would make those segments where he would just like ad lib with whoever was on the phone.
That's
He's like, "Who is this? No, I have to go." Like, just
it's kind of
no,
fucking awesome.
I got shit to do. Yeah, they do incorporate the live aspect really
Was
well.
was that show sucking? Is that why they changed it to live at or
I would say it definitely probably didn't have a following.
because that's
Like,
definitely something that's dramatic where the show's going down and you're like, oh, we got to try
yeah,
something different.
yeah, but it's working for them so far, so that's good to see.
It's probably because there's
Uh,
probably nothing like that on TV other than like there's not much that's live on TV anymore.
nope.
It's
Other than
like
late night,
sports games and I guess wrestling's live. Other than that, I can't think of anything else.
late night TV. What are you talking about?
That's
Actually, no, that's not true. They film that during the
yeah. I was
afternoon.
gonna say Conan's not live, and that's the only late night show I watch. But I was gonna say I doubt they record those at like 11 at night. They get a lot of
Uh,
cheerful people in the stands at that time.
Woo! All right, another one I haven't started watching yet, but I think is notable is Heroes Reborn.
I heard good things about that.
Yeah, I want to say it's good. It has Zachary Levi from Chuck in it.
Okay,
It
well
has some
that's
of
why
the
you want to
different
watch
characters
it.
from the first one. Yeah, that's why I want to give it a shot. Yeah, I started watching the first Heroes, but I couldn't get like over the Ali Lar character in that. Like they all had superpowers. Like Hayden Panettiere was like an invincible cheerleader, or like super. She was basically like Wolverine. And then like some dude could fly, but then Ali Larter had like a dark version of herself that she saw in the mirrors all the time, and then like killed people under.
So what's like the
It was-
premise of the show? Like it's like a superhero show basically, just with
I think it's supposed to take a year after the season or the 4 season regular Heroes show in like the first like 2007 or so.
oh okay. That's something I
So
never really
I think it takes
watched.
a year after that, so it's probably just tying up loose ends and building off of them type of stuff.
I realize like how much good TV I've missed over the past like probably like since I don't really watch TV shows other than the past like 2 years. Like I would have loved to watch Breaking Bad live, or well, not live, but when it was airing.
I'd rather binge it.
I mean, I guess, but imagine like some of those episodes, like when shit happens at the end of the episode, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I gotta wait a week
Oh,
to see what
Yeah,
happens."
the water cooler talk would have been fucking insane.
Yeah, but, like like you started watching TV shows. I feel like a few years ago.
A year or two ago.
Yeah, and I was just like,
'Cause I was bored at my fucking 12 to 9 shift job, so I was like, I have access to network websites. Might as well just see what's happening.
"That's true." But it's just there's so much stuff I probably missed, and I still am not really watching anything other than Arrow and Flash and Walking Dead.
Okay, so you're not contributing to
No,
this
I was
topic
going to
at
talk
all?
about Walking Dead, but I was going to wait till after you were done because you definitely have more insight on what the fuck good TV
Yes.
shows are.
Okay.
As much as it hurts me,
What everyone should be watching right now, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I definitely need to watch that.
Very, very good comedy.
You showed me a
Uh,
few episodes,
Kind
and
of
I
getting
just
more into it's kind of like incorporating more drama into it right now, but it's still so they do very well, and they switch like it's never like how some shows like it's always the same fucking characters
Yep.
interact all the time,
hmm
like Arrow, Oliver, and Diggle or something, and then like the second we got like a Felicity Thea scene only, it was like wow, that was cool because we've never seen that
Yep.
for so many seasons, but they always incorporate everyone with each other, so very funny and definitely worth it. Gotham.
Oh, I heard Gotham's really, really good this year.
I wouldn't say that.
I've been hearing
But they
good things.
fixed some of the shit that's kind of was stupid. Like 3 of season 1, it was like They're fighting Balloon Man.
That's when that show lost me.
Ooh.
I definitely should give it another try because I tried. We both tried watching it last year. I don't know. I think you might have watched like the whole.
I watched all of
I
them.
tried like the first few episodes and I was like, I ain't putting an hour aside on Monday nights to
Yeah.
watch this. I just
I didn't like Jada Pinkett Smith's character
yeah.
at all. And then it got good towards like the only episodes I would suggest from like the first season are probably just like the back five because they have like a serial killer going over there, and then you see a transformation in some characters, and then you just get like some really good teases that if you know anything about Batman, you would respect and probably get excited about. And now in this one, they've kind of realized that like I think people are only gonna watch the show if we focus on villains. So they've had a lot of cool villains. They did really good stuff with the Joker so far.
Well, they must have been like after season one. They probably been like, we have a show about Batman villains, no Batman, and we don't show the villains. I think I don't know how this show's gonna carry on without either of those. Probably
So
should make a
basically, How I
change.
Met Your Mother, we get to see every girl that fucking Commissioner Gordon has boinked his fucking career.
That's definitely what I wanted to watch in a Gotham show.
Yep, that's everything. Um, it still has its faults, but it's picking up. So I'm
I
still good.
definitely want to. I mean, I probably won't. Did you download those episodes? Probably.
Uh,
Maybe not.
Lane season one just came out on DVD, so
I I hate that there's like no good way to watch a show after it's
it
aired.
depends on demand.
I don't have
I
on
watched it
demand.
on demand. Well,
Don't the
that's your
websites might? I think the websites might
yeah.
have them.
Websites usually put them up like a day later.
I hate
Yeah, I have the Fox Now app on my
I
phone.
hate
I took it off. I put it back on.
the ads on the Fox sites more than I hate
Yeah.
regular
Well,
commercials.
The Fox one doesn't let you fast forward at all. It kind of sucks. But other than that, whatever. I mean, you watch Arrow and Flash live, so you get
Yeah.
commercials. I mean, so
But it's just with a
plus it's
show
a
that I'm like I'm iffy
first
about.
it's like, oh no, commercials.
With a show I'm iffy about, like I don't really like sitting through commercials if because there could be
Yeah,
like a slow point and I'll be like, I just want to change the
yeah,
channel.
yeah. I get what you're saying. All right, next show, Minority Report on Fox. It's pretty interesting so far. I don't know if you know the premise at all.
I do not.
It's like a cop show in the future about 2060 or so. So they got the Megan Good girl from she was she was the
Megan
she
Good.
was yeah she was the love interest in Anchorman 2
Okay,
that ran
yeah,
the film.
I know.
Then she was on Cousin Skeeter, I think.
Cousin Skeeter. Yes,
Great show.
that's a show I want to
Uh,
watch.
yeah, so she's a cop, and then she's working with. They had these like super psychic people. It was two brothers and their sister. They realized that they could like see murders before they happened. So they're like the sister was like she was all good by herself, kind of. She got everything, but then the two brothers, one could see like the actual murder scene, and the other one could get the names. Um, so now the Megan Good girl's working with the one that can see the murders. So he gets like a vision, and then they have to figure it out
You watch
and
a
try to prevent
lot
it.
of shows, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of time to do it. Just I would be so hard to keep up with all of them.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not really for the most well, for the most part, unless it's like a show that I'm really, really invested in. Like I might do something else like during it and multitask, and people always give me shit for that. It's like I can follow story threads while like, and like if I miss a scene, I'm like, oh, that was probably good. I rewind it. I
Yeah,
know it's a shocker, weird rewinding stuff.
that's against the law.
Yeah. How dare you? You're supposed to make a popcorn and just sit
Then
there.
again,
and let
I do get confused on like Thursday morning where I'm like, did you watch Arrow? You're like, no. I'm like, oh, god damn it, I want to talk about it.
It's because I like passed out or something. I don't know.
No, but I think it happened the first two.
Get over it.
But I like spoiled it.
No, you know why? You know why it's Arrow? It's because on Tuesday there's 5 fucking shows, and I can't keep up. So then I'm probably catching up on Wednesday afternoon, and then yeah. But by the end of the week, I'm all caught up. All right. Anyway, next show, The Grinder, also a Fox show, I think.
How do you find all these shows? Do people suggest them to you, or did
Ads on shows that I'm watching.
and you just check them out?
Yeah.
I usually only watch shows if people suggest them to me. I'm never like I'm just gonna watch the show and see what it's like.
Yeah, I definitely see I'm watching probably too many that I should, and I've given up on a few, like Rosewood.
That was
Gave up on
Rosewood.
that. It was a Miami medical doctor who like when he was 12, he had like a heart attack and a stroke and all this shit, so he became an ME, and then like he's just really quippy and kind of annoying and condescending to everyone, and like you can clearly tell he's gonna like he works with the female detective who recently lost her husband, who like he got killed or something,
Sounds.
and you know they're gonna end up together. It's just not really that entertaining because like you'd rather watch a CSI or something like this.
It sounded kind of
That
like
whole
a regular cop show or something like that. Just
yeah, that's basically what it is.
stuff
It's
that's been
basically
done
like
before.
yeah, like Miami Vice. You
Yeah.
might as well just watch Miami Vice, like you know. But
All right.
so I kind of gave up on that. I gave it 3 episodes and then I gave up on it.
So Grinder.
Yeah.
What is this?
The Grinder. Rob Lowe, do you know who he is?
No.
He was on Parks and Rec.
Never
And
watched
it's like
Parks and Rec.
I think he did like the first one where it's like, don't be this version of me. Like get DirecTV.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that guy. Like the guy that ate the sandwich on the off of the subway thing.
No, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it's him. So he's a funny dude. And it's Fred Savage.
Okay.
And they're brothers. Fred Savage is an actual lawyer, and Rob Lowe played a lawyer on TV.
Is Fred Savage the one that played Corey Matthews, or is that his
Years.
brother?
No, that's his brother.
That's his brother. All right.
Fred Savage was in the Wonder
Wonder
Years.
Years.
And then
Okay. Yeah, I know.
kind of liked, and he was in the third Austin Powers movie. He was the guy with the mole.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Mole, 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 mole.
I know exactly what you're talking about now. All right.
Okay, so yeah, so Fred Savage is the actual lawyer, and then Rob Lowe is the one that played the lawyer on TV for like 8 seasons, and his show just ended, so he's kind of transitioning into what he wants to do next. And he's really kind of like weird, like he kind of plays the character he played on TV, like where like everything's possible, like you can't do it, Grinder. He's like, but what if we can? He just kind of forced himself into his brother's practice of law, so he's like trying to be a lawyer now. So like together they're a good team, and it's kind of funny and like
How long is this show? Hour, half hour?
half hour.
That's not bad then.
So it's more just the comedy bits, but it's been really funny so far, and the dialogue's really good.
Is this like its first season or?
first season?
All right, so
Minority Report was first season as well.
that's probably why I've never heard of most of these shows.
Yeah.
Since I didn't
All
hear
right,
about Breaking Bad till it was already over.
Yeah, we already talked Flash.
Flash, yep.
Agents of Shield also notable.
I heard that they might cancel Inhumans movie because of that show, which
I don't know why it's getting so much flack.
it's
It's not like it's lost steam really.
I've heard they've been pretty
And
good.
How else you gotta get the Inhumans into the fucking movie?
I don't know. I know Vin Diesel wants to play like the big Inhuman character who I think his name's like Black something.
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt, yep. He wants to play him, and just I don't see how a TV show would take away from a movie unless you're using like all the main characters, which I doubt.
Yeah, which you know.
Yeah, I doubt Marvel lets that happen.
I see them pulling Sky/Daisy and her and Lincoln and putting them into the movie somehow, and maybe Coulson.
I feel like they won't bring Coulson back to the movie.
Yeah, I kind of hope not, because now he doesn't have an arm.
He doesn't have an arm. What the hell?
He got his arm chopped off.
I need to catch up on that show.
Now he has like a mechanical arm.
I watched like the first 2 episodes of season 1, and I was kind of bored, and I was like, I'll just keep.
Yeah, season one, I'll say you're pretty bored. You should watch the back half of season one just because of the Ward storyline in that, and it kind of sets up for most of what happens in the beginning of season 2 / during all of season 2. Season 2 was a step up. I always have that thing where like a show doesn't find its stride until season 2, which is what when you gave up on Chuck on the first 30 minutes of the pilot, it was just like I was like, he's not. How do I make him understand that it gets better? But
I don't know if it did get better. I guess
I know. But yeah, season 2 was good, and then now season 3, it's the whole Inhumans thing, and it's kind of we got some story threads going on that are interesting. So,
is it better? Is it like on par with Flash and Arrow, or well, what you assume from Flash and Arrow? I guess would be what I would say. Because like we listened to that video where they ranked like the 5 shows.
I think they gave Agents way too much shit, to be honest.
But like, is it worse than Flash and Arrow?
No.
No, I mean, I guess they're different.
I'd rather watch Flash and Arrow probably, but Agents is still really, really good. So
I see.
They might be throwing too many obscure Marvel like references.
I feel like Marvel always does that.
Yeah, but like the characters are still solid. It's still definitely worth watching. Like it hasn't shit the bed or anything by any means.
So what else you got? Anything?
Probably the best one that debuted this season, Scream Queens.
It might surprise you. I haven't heard of that either.
It's Fox, and it's basically It's like Mean Girls meets Scream, and other people have made that comparison, but that's exactly what it
I
is.
always
So,
wonder why you were on
so
the Fox app so much. I was like, it's how much shows are there? But this
they have a
explains
lot.
so much.
Yeah, and I was watching The Following and stuff last year until they. That's the thing with Fox is like they have really good premises for shows, and then they just kind of like give up on them after a little while. And it's just like, all right, I guess I'm like the Mindy Project they canceled after like maybe 5 or 6 seasons, and Hulu just picked it up. I guess they didn't want that money or anything. All right, but Scream Queens, it's basically a sorority of Mean Girls type chicks, and like they make fun of like college tropes and stuff. And there's a serial killer called the Red Devil that's on campus, and he's just like kind of killing everything. And you think it might be the son or daughter of like uh, they had a party back in like the 80s at the sorority, and like the girl gave birth to somebody, and then she died right after the birth, and like so you think that it's kind of interesting. You don't know if it's like one of the sorority sisters from back then or the baby are like enacting revenge or maybe both, and
Hmm.
like so, but they have Jamie Lee Curtis, which is got famous kind of because of the Michael Myers Halloween movies.
Yep, I know who that is.
So she's like the dean. They get like some. I don't really know the many other ones. Like one of the girls was on the Mulaney show, which got canceled, but she's still very funny. But they make really good nods to like the actual horror movies. Like the last episode, they were like getting chased in a hedge maze and stuff.
So is it like a comedy or like a horror
Yeah, it's like
show?
no, it's like a
So
parody
a parody
comedy.
that makes fun of just a bunch of shit.
Yeah, so like they were getting chased through the hedge maze, like exactly like The Shining. I don't know if you've seen the end of The
I
Shining.
have seen the end of The Shining, yes.
Yeah, where he chases his son through the hedge
Yep.
maze and stuff. And like during the meantime, like the girl and two like guys that she's like hooking up with are like running away from him, and they were like having a fight. They're like, no, you need to choose which one of what you want us you want. She's like, we're being chased by fucking something right now. We can't do it and stuff. But like they made references to another horror movie, like in an asylum where like you might have seen it on Watch Mojo's thing where they have the jump scares,
Yep.
and like it's just a thing with the giant scissors behind the nurse.
Hmm. Yep.
Like they did like a nod to that too, and it's very cool. Like if you watch horror movies, like it's very cool. And Emma Roberts is like the leader of the sorority, and like it's just really funny. And like they had oh my god, I don't want I feel like I'm talking a lot, but
Well, you know more about
like
this shit than I do.
the funniest fucking thing was they also have a fraternity on there that had like Nick Jonas on it that like faked his death, which is interesting a plot point, not really what I want to talk about. But they have like a guy that just like hooks up with all the girls on campus and shit, and like he's mad funny. He's a jerk, but he's mad funny. So they're like, guys, we're gonna be the fraternity that takes down the devil. We're gonna go outside with bats at night, and we're gonna call him out, and we're gonna beat the shit out of him. So like, so they like cuts to them, and it's like, hey, Red Devil, we're here to kill you. And they're all dressed in white with baseball bats and shit. And then they just start playing the Backstreet Boys, like Backstreet, back, all right. And then they just have a whole fight scene where they fight the Red Devil, like playing the fucking Boys music. It's just so
How
fucking
long are these
hilarious.
episodes? Half hour? Or?
That's an hour long show,
Oof.
but it's worth it.
I was hoping it was a half hour. I was like, maybe. I mean, I'll probably will check these out, but
And like one of the girl's fathers is like trying to protect her, so he like takes a job as a film teacher, professor, whatever. And all his lectures are just them watching the entire movie. And then he gives like some super surreal like thing where like they just watch like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's like, isn't that interesting? Like you really see where the director was trying to say like how childhood you kind of try to run away from your adulthood responsibilities and shit. And he's like, see you guys on Tuesday, and like he doesn't teach jack shit in that fucking class. It's just like, what is happening?
out of all those shows you've listed, which, like, if say someone wanted,
If I had to
if
pick
you
and
had to
choose,
pick, let's say
uh,
three, because you named like, how many did you name? You named like, other than Arrow and Flash, you named like, I feel like five or six.
yeah, up there.
So which three would you suggest would be like you have to watch?
Definitely watch Scream Queens. Definitely watch Grinder and Minority Report next. Those are the ones that started this season.
Hmm.
Gotham, I could see you not. I wouldn't say you have to watch that. Brooklyn, definitely watch. Agents, keep watching if you're watching it. If not, you can probably just make it by on the movies.
Well, probably.
Heroes Reborn, I would say. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't see it being. They have to make it better than the original because the original kind of died for a lot of people, even though they were talking it. They put it up there with Lost at the time. They were always talking about that, if you remember.
See, the only three shows I watch is Flash, Arrow, and Walking Dead. And Walking Dead's only been one episode, and it's just typical. It's typical Walking Dead. What you expect when you go to fucking watch Walking Dead.
Carl!
Carl actually wasn't in the episode, so
Good. He shouldn't be. I've only watched 6 episodes, but
the beginning of
it's pointless having
the
those.
beginning of this first season, they started like it's so weird. Like they had a flashback moments for like half the episode, and then like current for the other half, and like the
Not like back and forth, just like straight.
no,
and
it was
straight.
back like they started out in a flashback, which is in all black and white, and then they went to
Oh yeah, I saw your post about that.
it was so weird and just annoying, but like I still assume the show is going to be fucking awesome since it's been pretty good so far. But I do know that you say it's like so slow, which I 100% agree with, but it's also like it's like a slow burn that's like worth it basically.
Yeah, so just like Breaking Bad.
Basically, yeah, which I love Breaking Bad, but
I didn't regret Breaking Bad. I don't know. It's probably just because it's like so many fucking zombies are out, and then like when it gets to those slow moments, you're just like, I don't care. I don't fucking like in the game. I'm playing the game again because it's free this month, and like he starts to have a conversation with somebody. I'm just like, get away from me! Don't. I just want to progress. Don't talk to me because it's just like, guys, we can't fight, but we want to fight, but we don't need to fight, but we need food. It's like, oh my god!
I like
fucking
seeing
take an axe and kill something for the love of
I like
God.
seeing the transformation of the main character Rick Grimes because
Yeah.
this season they're kind of making him seem like he's going to be the antagonist of the whole series, even though that's clearly not going to happen because
And clearly not like Walter White.
no, but like he's just doing so many like he's already gone crazy and like over the fucking deep end, but now they're just making it seem like he'll fucking kill anybody that fucking gets in his way and he doesn't give a fuck. It's fucking
That's so cool.
it's fucking awesome.
I'd like to see that probably. And I was surprised in the first 6. I was pleasantly surprised, but I'll probably pick it up after
After
these
this,
shows
yeah.
are done. Yeah, after the May break. A few other notable ones. Chicago PD is really good, and they just launched the third one in that trilogy. They kind of they had Chicago Fire, then they had Chicago PD, and now they have Chicago Med, and they all kind of cross over like 3 times during the season.
That sounds like
so
a
that's
cool premise, and I've never
Yeah,
heard of it
really
before.
is. Yeah, it's a good cast. Chicago PD is the one I watch, and it has Sophia Bush and a bunch of other great characters. So that one's good. The Muppets just launched a movie, which is so-so right now, but it's kind of like The Office meets the Muppets. So I don't
The
know.
Muppets?
Not to bring them. Yeah,
Like the puppets?
yeah. Miss Piggy has a late night talk show, and like Kermit's the executive producer of the show and stuff. So it has its moment, and they have a lot of guest stars. So that's probably really what the only hook is right now. I've laughed a couple times, but like I kind of don't pay attention, so we'll see how that goes.
You watch a lot of shows, so I don't really blame you.
At that point, I'm just like, I don't know. And I think that the last one that I haven't started yet, but had a good premise was The Blind Spot with Jamie Alexander, who plays Lady Sif in the movies.
What is
She kind of wakes up in a box in the middle of like I think it's Times Square, and she has a bunch of like tattoos and shit on her.
Oh
that are
yeah, I've seen commercials for
yeah.
that.
And she's like an
I
FBI.
thought that was a
CIA
movie.
Navy SEAL. Yeah, you would think so. I want to see her do well, so that's why I wanted to give it a shot, but I haven't started it yet because I've been busy.
Oh, you don't say. How do you have time for anything else in your life with how many shows you watch?
I find ways.
All right.
Start not having a social life.
All right.